All right,
Let's
I'm
get this out of the
unmuting.
way.
Don't say anything racist.
Yes.
Pussy.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm gonna have to delete the VOD. I can't upload this anymore. What the fuck?
How
God.
is that bad?
I'm not actually mad. I'm indulging in hyperbole. Gamer.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
It's called a beeping sound. Beep.
Best I got is
Yes.
Best I got is
Anyway, so let's do
This
this.
is gonna be fun.
Did
Let's do this
I
shit.
hold up? Before I start
No.
before I start this. Before I
Yes.
Okay, I did upload it last session. Got it. Just making
before
sure.
you.
Good. Very good.
Very good. Yes.
Something, Boba.
Yes, it's very good.
Leviosa.
Number 15, Burger King
Here you go.
fruit lettuce.
You can tell just by the by the fucking thumbnail.
Oh,
The
yeah.
last thing on your you want on your Burger King burger is someone else's food font. I'm going to hell. Not to jail, straight to hell.
Aren't we all?
To jail. All right. So, that said,
What the fuck? Last session, you guys did some fuck shit. You killed. Right, I'm remembering now. Okay, let me back in. Rein it in. That's what reining it in sounds like. Shut the fuck up.
indeed.
That is not the song, not appropriate recap music. Last time that we were all here, you all faced off against a particularly went into a theater expecting a normal sort of encounter where, you know, you would do theater things, be okay, stay relatively safe, that sort of thing, have a good time. That didn't super happen, as what ended up happening was I'm just gonna delete some of the Lego men here just to hopefully help with some of the lag of the area. Using this area. You are absolutely right. I need to not ever use more than 20 tokens ever again.
Listen, I didn't ask for no reason, okay?
But you guys were in a theater where you were expecting to just watch a normal show and have a good time. And as the day went on, it became more and more, as the show went on, the area started getting warmer. There was the smell of smoke and fire, and it turns out that the main performer within the show's ex-girlfriend ended up barging through, upset that they were being broken up with, and wanting to find her in a place where she knew she would find them. You know, a very public location where they had to be because it was part of the show. So they came and tried to start shit mid-performance. This did not go well with one Izzy, who ended up, who was in fact the performer's new girlfriend. After a pretty deadly encounter with a lot of people getting pretty beat up, and Ezzy nearly dying, and Mick also nearly dying, and Zimnus also nearly dying, and Milo also being hurt pretty damn badly.
I'll heal up
The-
Milo. That was Zimnus.
And also Zim was there.
Everyone
Yes.
came
Someone
out.
with the
3
cushion.
times.
Everyone
3
within
times. She
everyone in the crew ended up getting everyone in the crew ended up surviving with no major casualties. However, the same cannot be said for the rest of the theater, because some of the people within the southeastern wing section of the theater hall ended up getting absolutely fucking destroyed. Like, if you've ever seen this, God, this is such a niche take. If you've ever seen the Castlevania anime on Netflix, or cartoon on Netflix, I don't fucking know. If you've ever seen the Castlevania show on Netflix, and like the finale of Isaac's arc, where he just like snaps his finger and a horde of night creatures just start mauling other vampires. Like that, but instead of other vampires, civilians. And instead of night creatures, mephits, just killing people one by one. All within the view of one very small mouse gremlin here, who, despite their best efforts to try and guide people, did not succeed in doing so. I also realized that perhaps having 10 billion particle effects on screen and 10 billion NPCs on screen is perhaps not a good idea.
I
And-
agree.
And also, I need to make sure that the players that control other player characters, like NPCs, are actually control. God fucking damn it! I just forgot to set it to loop.
Whoops.
Are actually controlling the correct NPCs, and that's good. That's good. That's good. But beyond that, God damn it, Marsham, you know what you did. You Paper
And now you're just
Mario'd.
stuck in the void forever.
You always,
Every time.
you always keep people Marioing yourself.
They will
Stop
never learn.
Paper
Never.
Marioing the crew.
I just come to accept this will happen every single day. Not day, but
I genuinely forgot it did that.
So, in case you guys, I guess for explaining this for chat, if you tap the flip button, which is F, enough times, it bugs out, and you just disappear. So,
My man's really said,
yeah. You ended up killing this large lady, and she has disappeared into the Paper Mario verse as well, I suppose. And
oops.
that's basically where we left off. We are in a slightly burning. You guys are still within this like slightly siege burning building, and you will see
yeah.
that Thea,
Oh yeah.
the main performer, is still ushering people over to escape the place. And
Yeah.
everything is kind of sort of gone to hell. Let me pull up the correct ambience here now that we enter the now that you guys are no longer fighting this lady, but the recap is over. You will look up and see Thea sort of just like using her magic, like a thaumaturgy spell, to try and like make her voice a creature.
Almost sound like a megaphone.
They're using
Oh,
like
the thaumaturgy that magnifies your voice by 3 times?
Yeah. They're using thaumaturgy to try and direct people, and also like cast tongues on themselves so that in case other people can't hear them, due to a language barrier, can understand them in their preferred language so that they're aware of everything that's happening. So between these 2 communication spells, she's basically just communicating and saying,
Everyone, front door is currently being barred. There is an exit at the clamshell. Please make your way towards the stage and we will all be okay. There, dude. Please, carefully.
and that's sort of what's happening right now. But
How effed is this door? Is the front door here?
you will see
Yeah,
that the
there's-
lobby
it's-
is currently burning. It doesn't seem like the building is sustaining any structural damage necessarily. Nothing. It's not like you don't see any like beams that are like cracking or breaking, but the lobby is filled with carpet and furniture and curtains and everything, and that is what is being burned. The building itself is
shit's
fine, but
buzzed,
all the
alright.
furniture is there. There's a
For
severe
now.
risk. For now, the building it can be saved, and it likely will be, but the furniture, the velvet everywhere, is all being burned right now.
There it is.
Yeah.
What is the
You
Was
remember,
that-
remember the last two? Remember my last 2 attempts when I was trying to use fucking tidal wave?
yeah?
Yeah, I want to try to do that to sort of clear out the entrance to where it's no longer burning.
Sure. With your Arcana check. Ooh, pins and needles. Sorry.
Ow.
That's rough, buddy.
Pain.
Owie.
Sat on my leg here.
Yeah, and I imagine that me and God, wow, I forgot his name. Me and God, no,
Ali.
is it- no, the guy I'm right next to. It's Milo, right?
Marco.
Marco. It's
Marco, thank
Marco.
you. No, Milo's one of the Bunny brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Marco kind of sounds like this. He's just a little guy, but he's not like
He's just a
squeaky
little guy.
in the way. He's not like squeaky in the way McSquiggles is. McSquiggles kind of sounds like this.
Yes.
So
But,
true.
like, same pitch, just like lower, slightly lower on the goober scale.
Yeah, I think at this point, me and Marco are just kind of like painfully helping each other limp to the exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marco, despite like he's like at half health, and how much health do you have?
7 out of 38.
Yeah, you are hurting here. The
Yeah,
peop-
and I got knocked unconscious twice,
yeah.
if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Marco being
So-
a what monk is he? He's open hand. Yeah, he is open.
For no
Okay.
for no particular reason, I'm gonna do a funny thing.
Anyway.
What is this funny
I'm-
thing?
uh,
Continue, Green. Sorry.
I'm just gonna cast some lay on hands on myself to heal right up, like give myself 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll do that.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself at 5th level using my funny new item.
Oh yeah, that's the thing you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, free 5th level Cure Wounds once per day.
Shortly after dousing the flames, I'm gonna give Milo a it has to be a second level healing word. So let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I was responsible for
The flames will get
Sorry, go ahead.
the flames get doused, and like
Oh.
there is a clear way through, and he's like
Oh,
looks at you as like, and the mark that you have on your hand, as it glows, like seriously, like the back of your hand, this like weird magic sigil, glows
Wait,
with
who's
this
looking?
magic. Thea,
Oh, okay.
the warlock patron, looks
Alright,
at
so
you.
out of 12, he gets 9 back.
Yeah. Bunny brother, the artificer, ends up feeling like,
Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
I did not mean for you to be in that blast. I am so sorry.
fuck.
It's fine. It's fine. No one's. Well,
Looks over at the other side of the theater.
no one else is hurt. But,
Yeah.
let's just get out of here.
And
Right.
give me an insight check as the like clocks what you're doing. And Green, you can do the same as well since you're so close to her.
All right.
while they're doing that,
uh,
Boop, question.
Answer.
Are we using the 2014 or 2024 version of spells
2020.
right now?
I had to update. The reason why I had to update was because Plutonium was being fucky with 2024 stuff. Ideally, we should be using. I still don't have the 2024 book, and I cannot afford to purchase it myself. And like,
Well,
actually,
I only ask because
both
when I
are
clicked on
showing up
Cure
as an
Wounds,
option. Yes.
no, because when I clicked on Cure Wounds using my item, it only is giving me the 2024 version, and I'd prefer it.
What does it do?
So Cure Wounds is normally 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. It is now
Got
2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, and for every level above first, it adds 2d8. So at a 5th level Cure Wounds,
Is 10d8.
that is 10d8 plus my spell mod.
God damn.
That's really good. Anyway, so
I will need to someday. I will need to purchase that book, but for now, let's just roll with it, and you're okay.
Understandable.
Yeah.
All right, so
So am I using 24
Yes,
or should I
you
just
can.
use what I know from 14? Okay.
So, before you talk about the insight, what I clocked from the, I believe I had chugged the stars last session.
That will happen when you actually see the moon. I'm aware.
Okay.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I wasn't aware myself. I had to check.
Damn.
Apologies.
You're okay. But like, I haven't
So-
brought it up for a reason. I don't forget about that shit.
okay, so with Zim and Ezzy's dirty 20 and a 22, what's going on with Thea here?
There is a goddamn. You rolled a 19. That's really good. You look out and see that her eyes like kind of widen and has a look of confusion and knowing regarding that sigil on your hand.
So
And
it's a concern.
it doesn't necessarily look like concern, just like, how did that get here? That's not normal. And you and Green, when in the way that you see it, you sort of see like, they look impressed with the way that this spell has sort of happened. There's a look of like, huh, I wasn't expecting a like mortal person to be able to do this. And there's like a look of intrigue, and it's I think Ezzy, with your dirty 20, with your 22 here, the look that you realize that what she's noticed more than necessarily the sigil itself. You have looked into your girlfriend's eyes plenty of time. You've seen her at her highest and lowest, and you know that, like, when she gets emotional and tears up, her tears have a remarkably similar color to the astral brine that you saw in the water, and you're like piecing that together, and to the glowing light that is currently appearing on Xemnas' arm. And that sort of arcane connection is something that she's confused about, but still focused on helping civilians not, die.
Yeah. Honestly, Izzy's probably gonna help with pointing and directing people as well next to her girlfriend. And
Yeah.
just trying to
Yeah.
try to stay close to her, you know?
She's gonna just direct people at this point toward whatever exit is closest to them, be it the primary, the front entrance or the back entrance exit, whatever is easiest. And after I think about a good 5 minutes in this like gate spell that she opened up to allow people to leave, and the actual door, the entire room is cleared out. And there are still some like embers and singes here and there, but no one is hurt right now. And I think you guys are able, unless you have any reason, want privacy within a burning building that is, embered, singed building at this point. You are free to step out of the room, but I will, unless you stop them. Most of the most of the crew, including the Bunny Brothers, the captain, Triana, McSquiggles, and Marco and Ala and everyone, ends up heading out at this point.
Yeah.
Gather them up.
So
Is Alan also
is this mother-
disappeared? Is this
Okay.
Alan? No, it's an NPC.
Alan's
Okay.
Yeah, Alan's right there. Yeah, that's Alan.
Oh,
Oh, no,
that's
that's
Ali.
Ali. Where
That's
the
Ali.
fuck
Did
is
I
Alan?
not- I
Alan,
fucking
he
lost.
was here last session. Did we flip him out of existence?
I think we might have. I think I might have by accident, or just maybe forgot to put him in.
I think
It
you
was-
forgot to
He
put
was,
him in
he was
it.
here last session. He was here last session.
That's so weird.
I don't think he was, actually.
I think he was
Fuck.
at the ship keeping a look at everything.
I thought that he was invited with Slink.
He was.
Alan, yeah, he was totally
He
with
was.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, sorry. I specifically mean
I
like he
forgot
was
to
here
put him on the map.
during the scene, but during the fight he wasn't.
Oh my god,
Okay.
I'm stupid.
No, he
Anyways,
was in during the fight.
Was
I got
he?
a question.
Before.
Just for clarification, this magma method motherfucker, is he just here?
he's still just sort of like camping out in the corner, just sort of waiting for everyone to leave so that he can leave without anyone noticing him.
No, that ain't happening. He's just gonna go back to Primordial. You with me?
No.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. I'm actually I'm going back through all of the combat. No, Alan wasn't there during combat.
Damn,
Fuck yeah.
Holy
that's
shit.
unfortunate. We missed out on. Oh, I need to level him up. He's level 5
Yippee.
now.
Both him
got
and
his
McSquiggles.
wings.
Wait, no, he's level 4. Same as everyone else in the
Yeah.
crew. No, he's level 4.
Yeah, and both him and
McSquiggles is
they
also
both-
level 4. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yippee!
Alan is now
Oh.
a pact of the Celestial, which is such a
Yeah.
weird pivot for him.
He can now heal.
Yeah.
If he chooses to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like
You have
the
to earn
biggest
it.
thing. You that's one of the biggest things you have to kick. That's the grave cleric. There's a difference.
Yeah, no, the Grave Cleric kind of wants you to always be on Death's Door because that's the most efficient way to get
Exactly.
to heal you.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of the spells, so like some of the healing spells, or at least I'm trying to, for the 2024 version. I want to see the 2024 version of Healing Word. Where are you?
If I would keep the Healing Word as is, though, because it's just a D4 at range. Like, if it's gonna be...
No,
if you're
no,
gonna
no.
do it...
Oh shit.
What
Oh.
happened?
The 2024 version of it looks like based off of the Healing Word from 24 and the Cure Wounds from 24. Did they just buff the shit out of healing spells?
Probably
Healing
good
was already really strong in D&D, though. That's...
Not
Well,
the
I mean,
low level spells.
depending on the class. If you picked a class to kind of buff it, then it is, but by itself, not so much.
Yeah, like as a bard, taking healing spells is mostly just a formality.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
All right, I'm gonna
with
just
a
quickly...
buff like this.
But
Somebody
yeah,
give
no,
me $60 so I can buy the book and actually look through this shit myself so I can approve it. Anyways,
Okay, can do.
no,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
look through
have
it.
to.
I
I
mean,
will,
if
though,
we all
because I want
chip
to.
in a little.
I'm gonna fucking kill
Yeah.
you all. Anyways,
Wow,
bye-bye
it's
NPCs.
almost like we
Yeah,
pay
but-
you for this.
Yeah, but Zim is catching that motherfucker's taste. Like, no, you're coming with me, motherfucker.
You will say like, no, you're coming with me, like, oh, and he'll be like,
Okay. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna just,
he's just gonna walk forward, and then as he does, give me an insight check if you would kindly, as he approaches you.
All right. What the fuck? What fuck
Insight or
shit do you have
perception?
planned for me? I'm better with insight.
Ah,
Nat 20,
that's
motherfucker.
20. That is a
Cool.
nat 20.
So I'm going to treat this as a two-person combat here, with you automatically having a natural 20 in initiative, because he was fully going to like pull a like switcheroo and run the fuck away.
Yeah.
So you have a surprise round because you can catch him like off guard here as he like gets closer and like tries to Neume.
Yeah. Let's do a thing. I have. Let's see. What do I have? Okay, have him make a wisdom saving throw.
He is going to more than likely
Fail.
fail.
He is
I'm
under
a-
Todd's insidious laughter.
As he goes over, he's just gonna like,
see ya, sucker. Fuck me.
He's now prone.
yeah,
And
no.
you see Zimnis like next turn he has like a have him roll, I guess, I don't know, maybe not. Do you think it'd be fair for him to roll an insight?
Mayhaps.
I have him do it.
Get, search. Sorry, I just have to. Just got a message I have to address.
Okay.
Anyways, he will, with his almighty no bonus to insight, Get a
That is good,
19.
though. All right. So you see that the next thing Xemnas has forming up is or actually more like he's going to be like right over here. He has him forming up a Ray of Frost cantrip. As he hears Xemnas say, "My patience has been spent between the bitch who conjured you, along with your friends. Don't push your luck."
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get away. I don't want any problems.
All right. So that said, he goes, "Well, you're certainly not going to be getting out of here, not without proper assistance, given the fact that there's plenty of witnesses who saw your kin slaughter a lot. So, I think it's best you sit with one of us."
You don't know if he's able to respond right now, given the laughter.
Yeah, he's just gonna snap him out of it. Because right now he's getting more noise.
I don't think I have a choice, do I?
No, you don't. But I promise you, you'll find me a lot more lenient than anybody else within the crew.
Give me like an Arcana check to sort of like bind him to like a find familiar spell of this. This will affect you. This doesn't count against like the number of spells you have. This is just going to be like something you can do, and he will be just like your default familiar, and you can.
Is question? Is he willing?
He said, "Fine, I guess I don't have much of a choice, do I?" Technically, no, but his wording says yes, so that's what you need in Fey Logic world.
Okay. So, all right. Is this going to be at advantage or just normal?
Because of your transmutation, of your what was it? Transmutation or conjuration?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. Because your conjuration rune, absolutely, you do it with advantage.
Coming right up. That is another dirty 20.
Yeah. As soon as you do this, like a sort of brand appears across him. What do you think that would look like for you?
I would say it's sort of. So you see how with how Xemnas has like the sort of like some of these blue streak like things that go across his skin.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be sort of like the same streaks going across like a limb of his, showing that that these two are bound.
Yeah, you'll just see like the blue streaks like of waves going up and down like his shoulder and part way up his neck and head, like on his we'll say his left side because that's the side with the heart, and you're just like, yeah, like blue streaks sort of weaving in and out and sort of binding his hand like, okay, fuck, and then he's just looking at you. Congratulations, you have learned Find Familiar.
Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That said, he goes, "Now, with all of that out of the way, do you have a name?"
No.
We'll have to fix that. But first things first, let's get ourselves out of here. And I have some questions. While we are on our way out. So
Okay.
I take it. So at this point, we're just kind of.
My bad. I had you selected because I accidentally pushed WASD. My bad.
No worries.
God
That
damn
said,
it.
that said, are we? How many people are just watching Zimnus just speak to this creature in another tongue, scaring the hell out of it?
Just gonna roll a perception check to see if she's really paying attention to him.
Sure.
Because I want to say kind of. She sees Zimnus over there, but she's mostly focused on her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would think that Slink would want to get out of here as soon as possible. Sorry, she probably would have moved with everyone.
Fair.
Got it. And
cool.
Martian, what about what about me?
Oh, Mix booked it with Marco
Marco.
to the exit.
Got it.
Marco is. It doesn't take an insight check to tell that Marco is not in a good place, both mentally and physically, and neither was Mick until about 20 seconds ago. So
Yeah.
after the cure wounds to top himself up, he's perfectly fine. He's just using whatever couple of lower level spells to get Marco up, and he's just helping, if necessary, carrying the guy out to the portal exit.
Yeah. So with all of you sort of finishing up whatever business you have, unless Zimnus, you have anything else?
Other than, like I said, I'll be asking the method questions. I'll be asking, I guess, whoever I need to questions about some of the phenomena that has happened here. I think evacuating would probably be the best.
I guess I have one question that we should probably decide here and now.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm understanding this, that method is now your familiar, yes?
Yes.
Cool. How is a magma method going to fare underwater?
Badly.
Cool.
Unless you put a bubble around him, he's gonna suffer.
I didn't plan on keeping him, putting him underwater.
I mean,
You can also reshape
do
your
have
familiar
water
with the
breathing.
spell.
Oh, that said, then could I? Was there an ice method? I could have sworn there was,
there is.
Oh, there.
because they did start bringing in ice elemental.
Oh,
There's a dust method, ice method, magma method, mud method, smoke method, and steam method.
Yep. No. So there you go. There's your solution.
Yeah.
No, I did not list those off from memory. I've been looking at their stat block.
Got it.
So
I was looking at it and I was going, it doesn't
Should-
say anything about being submerged, but it's made of lava.
it's fine. I can if this creature can change its form through my magical will, that's perfectly fine.
You
Yeah.
don't need to worry about it
it's-
getting moist.
Okay, sorry.
No, that was the appropriate response.
Yeah, just the thought of. Never mind, that's so mean.
Moist method.
The thought of a moist method.
Mag,
Just.
a mag pussy.
No! Please! Why?
You
not
started
the
this.
Magmussy. Oh no. I don't ever want to deal with that. Oh no.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
You started it, motherfucker. Let's get that out of the way.
All right, everyone's leaving. I'm moving to the actual study map
To
here.
the outside. Yes, understand.
Yeah.
Get out! Let's get out! Too hot!
Actually, I would like to do one thing before we all head out to the thing. And just,
Sure. I'm glad I preloaded the map instead of loaded it, so that it
Yeah.
hopefully loads for everyone faster
Yes.
when I actually do change
Pretty.
the scene. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking breathe. Anyways. What, Green?
Okay, I kind of just want to interact with Thea for a little bit before we head out.
Yeah, you will see, like, as Thea is like finished, is like guiding the final group of people. She sort of like looks back at the not necessarily ruin, because this building is made out of like marble, it's gonna sand no matter what. But the
Yeah.
clear damage that has been done. And it doesn't take an insight check to see that it's deeply affecting her. As she's sort of looking back at everything.
Hey, I know tonight has not been the best night. Honestly, if this didn't happen, I would have said your performance would have went well. It should have went well, and I'm sorry that this shit happened. You deserve better.
Thank you. Give me a persuasion check to sort of persuade her to open up a little more.
A dirty 20.
She is looking at you and Slink isn't there. Sorry. She's looking at you and sighs a little bit. And I think at this point, you wouldn't be necessarily in the middle of the hall like you are now. She'd probably be seated in front of the orchestra, sort of like dangling here, just sort of waiting for the embers to finally burn out. And she's looking around. I appreciate that. This is very like I never could get anything for myself. All of my achievements, they weren't mine. They were an extension of hers. And it took a long time for me to realize that she tried to build me up to make her look good. Not because she really did. The worst. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I will be. She'll look at you and basically describe. She'll. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The worst part is I know she'll do this again. I mean, you killed her, but she's just back in the plane of fire. And you'll be back. Maybe in a few months, maybe in a few years, maybe in a few decades. But she'll be back. And make it feel like I'd be nothing again.
As Izzy hears this from her girlfriend, she just kind of has a look of just frustration at the whole events that has happened for the day. Specifically with, having to fight her girlfriend's ex, and just like, maybe we can do something about that. No.
Unless
I saw you.
Sorry?
I saw your message, Marsh. I'm sorry.
No, I think that was
But
directed
it's like-
to me.
Oh,
It was.
Yep.
Unless you know a portal to the plane of fire, or just can find your way through the astral to there, probably not.
I certainly can't go, given. And she'll just like briefly change her hand into their more eldritch form. And you'll see that they begin to like sort of be droopy and drippy a little bit, just due to the nature of her own existence. It's hostile to me.
I mean, given what happened tonight, I guess it'll be hostile to me too. It hurts to breathe a little bit.
She'll give you a little pat and say, we should talk outside.
Honestly, yeah. But I do want to bring this to your attention too, as I slowly pull out the other bottle of the Astral Sea Brine. It's like, so I came across something interesting during the trip to the ship that I was supposed to scavenge from. It's like, and I show the bottle to Thea, and it's like, it kind of reminds me of your tears, weirdly enough, and I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me how pretty you are.
She'll
I
look
know.
at this and like you'll see some gears turning in her head. Oh. This is okay. We should I'm happy to discuss this, but maybe not not right now.
Of course, but it's like I at least wanted to bring to your attention the
No, I
just- 'cause-
understand.
yeah,
Thank you.
Of course, sweetie.
And she'll sort of
Still.
like lean down and like it's a very low lean given the fact that you are a goblin. And she's currently like in her in a taller form. But she will give you a little kiss on the cheek. And then grab a hold of your hand. And as she does grab your hand, she will sort of find in herself a form that is a little bit more appropriate to hold your hand and get a little bit smaller. Still a very tall woman. She's maybe, I want to say, like 6'2" ish, like really tall, but still able to reach a hand down to you. And she will gesture to like sort of have you move to the clam here and leave the theater.
Izzy takes her hand and heads towards it with her.
Good.
Making sure to put the bottle away in her pack.
All right. You all will find yourselves a little bit on basically the other side of the street here. Where from the fire, there are sort of different people rushing through. Druid's already casting some like rain magic trying to localize a small storm to put out the fire. You'll even see like McSquiggles is also like sort of trying to assist with that as he can. He's not high enough level to necessarily conjure a storm, but he's just like doing his part as much as he can. As
I'm also throwing a few create waters that I turn into rain clouds.
Yeah.
I
And
got a question,
yes.
if I may. Since I was able to finally successfully cast Tidal Wave, is that something I picked up as well, or no? Because Tidal Wave is a conjuration spell.
Is it a third level spell?
Third. That's why I picked it. It is well within his range. I didn't want to push my luck any farther.
I'm gonna say you will not need to spend gold components on it, but you do actually need to spend some time to write the spell in your notebooks, in your spell book.
Understandable. I could probably do that.
But it is a free spell for you, effectively.
Understandable. That said, can I get my new familiar out here too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think what you will see is that the Mephit once again tried to how shall I say sneak away, but due to your brand, as you like left, you like snap your fingers or clap your hands or do whatever gesture you deem appropriate for this Mephit, and you they're back.
Slow learner, I take it.
Does not say anything, just upset about the whole situation.
Does anybody have any comments with this little back and forth, this little tongue in cheek, if you will?
I mean, the real
It
question
wouldn't be
is-
the weirdest thing that any of us have seen Zim do, to be honest.
No,
Would
not
it be?
at all.
No, you're right. You're right. That's
It
probably
like the bar is real high, dude.
This is like the second weirdest thing, I would say.
The bar
Yeah, like third at best,
is
really.
an Andromeda. Yeah, the bar is an Andromeda, my guy. You're kind of gone here.
It's fine. I didn't know if this was going to raise anybody's alarms, just having a Mephit just spawned here.
I mean, Izzy probably has one thing to say to the Mephit. Just a question and a comment.
Can the Mephit speak Common? Because I just see that it strictly speaks primordial language.
I think familiars can understand the languages that you do.
Let me double check.
Typically, yes.
It has telepathic connection. No, it doesn't say that it can understand. I mean, it understands my languages that I don't know. I'll let you roll that one.
I'll say
Because
that
it
it can
doesn't
understand
say
the languages you understand.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Izzy, we're saying?
Okay. So, were you with the bitch?
With is a strong term. She was big. Bigger than me. Bigger than all the others. I didn't necessarily like working with her. No.
Zim will chime in. That's something you have to understand, darling. Some of these summons are completely at random unless you know the creature by name or some other instance. There's barely any connection between the summoner and their familiar, up until, well, now, showing like his sigil
Up
and
until the naming or branding, yes.
As they hold up their arm and stare at the markings.
I mean, if you ever do see the other methods again, tell him I lived.
Oh, I'm sure that Miss Smoke is well aware that you still draw breath and is causing the others no end of trouble for their failures.
Well, I suppose you should consider yourself lucky, all things considered.
I suppose, all things considered, I do. But I still don't like this.
And he'll just sort of wave his arm trying to like get it off, and it doesn't.
He goes, as previously stated, if it were up to anyone else, you'd be with your kin, getting just as much punishment, probably more so for cowering in a corner. So, count your blessings.
Well, I didn't die necessarily, so I could have, in theory, escaped if I did escape.
Hindsight's 20/20, good sir.
I don't like you either, you know.
He goes, that's fine. You don't have to like me. I mean, hell, you don't. I don't expect you to trust me immediately either. But I think over time you will dislike her less than you'll like me.
Perhaps not. You see, fire magic has a very... Even when she punishes us, the flames never really burn too badly. Given, well, everything about me.
I've decided this is his voice, and I kind of don't know if I like it. I like his voice. I don't know if I like him with.
As like, you don't know if you like the NPC?
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick, but like, in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, fair.
Like,
But
yeah,
also, fuck you.
She's a bitch, but also, how much is she really gonna hurt me? I'm immune to fire damage.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry about that. Freaking spam callers.
You're
what now?
totally good.
Yeah, this creature was saying.
They basically
We
said,
were
I
just
don't
calling Miss
think
Smoke a bitch.
They was calling
What?
Miss Smoke a bitch, but saying like, hey, how even if she punishes me, how bad could it really be? It's not like the fires will burn me.
I mean, he kind of just pinches his. You see him pinch his thumb and his index finger right between his eyebrows, going, hey, "You understand that there's more than just fire that can hurt you, right? She more than likely has the tools."
Yes.
Right. Now,
But she favors fire. Still, yes.
Begrudgingly accepts that you're probably right.
right now, he goes, "Great. Now, that said, I do have one question for you.
Yes.
Now, obviously, when she perished, the rest of your remaining kin disappeared and followed suit. Why did you remain?
You will think.
Or rather, how? Yeah, rather how?
He'll think on this for a moment, and like your like telepathic connection to them will like make it pretty clear that he himself doesn't really know. What the fuck?
He has a
Who lost
negative
100?
intelligence, so I don't expel it. What?
I just saw like minus 108 health. I'm like, oh.
Huh?
Oh.
But yeah, I shouldn't expect too much from the Mephit, considering they have a negative intelligence, so they may not understand how they're still here.
Answered. Forgot to remove a token. No, actually, I do have an answer for why.
Okay.
Oh my god. Why are they invisible? Oh?
Huh?
Why do they spawn invisible? It's so bizarre. Anyways. Hi, how are you? As you like start asking that, Green, as you step outside, you'll see that she like clocks Zimnis talking to the Mephit and say, I'm sorry, I think I want to discuss something with your friend. I'll meet up with you later, okay?
Of course, sweetie. I got a small little room over by the, what's the name of the place?
Cat's Cradle Inn.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay.
I got some room in Cat's Cradle. I'll meet you over there.
Oh, that's actually a historic inn. Did you know?
Yeah. Sharkbait
Well-
was able to get us a few rooms here, so he's
Okay.
the Water Nazi.
Speaking of which,
Sorry, what did you say? I fully did not hear you.
what, me?
No, Green.
Ah,
I don't know what's going on, and it's more like,
No, that was me like fully zoning out for a second. It's nothing wrong with your equipment at all.
oh, okay,
Why am I
okay,
red?
so-
I'm not. I shouldn't be red.
Okay. Okay. To go back to what I said, Izzy mentioned that Sharkbait got her and her crew some rooms to stay for a little bit, so they can
Yes.
make repairs, and she'll be heading over there to just
and
make
clarified that Sharkbait is the Water Genasi.
sure,
Okay.
and clear. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I heard something else. Okay, that's better.
Oh wait, I know
Ah.
what I think you knew you heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
that's bad.
I'll put it in
No,
DM.
No,
put
I
it
know
down.
what I know what it means. Is like, oh my god, what the hell, boop.
Yeah. No,
Listen,
we're not.
What?
given everything that's been happening lately.
I got you, Martian. Don't worry.
It's just
Anyways,
love the fucking god, boop, man.
my brain is being a little squiggly wiggly. But you will
I got her.
Thea will head over to Mick here, and
To who?
to not Mick, to Jellyman, Zimnis.
Zimnis. Yes.
But Ezzy,
He's still torn. He's still torn the fuck up. He hasn't even healed
I
himself yet.
would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw as you're walking to the end.
Interesting.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, then. Thank goodness I have a +3. Let's see if I actually have a chance here. That's an 8.
Nope.
You do not immediately go to the end. And we will see what that is about later. in just a sec.
Okay.
What is everyone else doing before I continue these conversations? What's happening here?
I'm carrying the mouse boy and
So
up
you're
to the
going to the
captain and
inn.
just going.
Oh, yeah.
We're all outside, having just gone through the portal. And I'm just bringing up Marco, like just carrying him bridal style because he's still recovering from injuries.
Yeah,
And I'm just like,
I want to say that he has a dead look in his eye, like breathing, but just like looks so in psychological shock. And the captain just looks at him and says, "Oh God, oh God."
Yeah, more dead inside than outside. I think we gotta go.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
That's not our fault. We do what we
No.
could, right?
We did everything we could.
Yeah, we did all we could here. I think we book it.
We did everything we could. No one is. With all that being said, either go to the ship if you want to rest there, or to the. Well, someone should stay at the ship.
I'm gonna look down at Marco and just like try to get their attention. Do they seem still present enough to be able to answer a question?
What do you do to try and get their attention? Do you like wave a hand in front of their face, like?
I'm literally carrying them right now. I'm not very strong, but they are very small.
Yeah. He's just like.
I just kind of shake them a little. I just go, "Hey."
And like a real fear and panic enters his eyes as you shake him and like, "Oh, I'm okay. Are you okay? Oh, you look hurt. Are you okay?"
I do not look hurt. Mick is very full health right now.
Wait, what happened? You're okay? Oh, you're okay.
Worry about that in a second. My question is, do you want a soft bed or a familiar space? Familiar space, got it. And I'm gonna pick him back up and start heading to the ship.
Yeah, he'll
gonna follow.
Okay. The captain will sort of just turn to the rest of the crew and just say like, "All right, everyone else, take your call. You can either rest in the beds that Mick so kindly provided for us, or you can head back to the ship." And nobody else goes back to the ship. Everyone else goes to a bed. Like everyone decides like, "Nah,
so
fuck
fair.
that."
So fair. I'm gonna be headed back with Marco to the ship.
Yeah.
I'll obviously be making my choice a little later since Thea wants a word.
Sorry?
I'll be making my choice a little later since Thea here wants a word.
Yes. And as you do, the captain will sort of just like look at Meg and say, "Take care of him."
I got it. You can kiss my boots later.
You know I could crush your head, right?
Very aware. It's kind of hot. Bye.
What the fuck? And you just walk off. Yeah, he has a pretty good strength of actually not that high. He's got a strength of 16.
Yeah, I'm bringing Marco back to the ship.
Never mind.
I'm throwing a couple healing words at him in case he's got injuries.
He doesn't have many. He's at half health.
That's fine.
And half health for him is 18 out of 27.
Oh.
So he's
Yeah, I'll throw like a healing word at him.
don't bother. We're probably gonna have a long rest after this anyway.
All right, fair enough.
But I'm just gonna move you over to the
Yippee.
ship. I forgot how fucking massive
that is
this
so far.
whole map
Yippee!
is. Nyum,
Dun dun doing sketchy shit. Doo-da, doo-da.
nyum. I'm just
Oh,
gonna-
Slink's coming with?
Yeah, Slink said that they were, right?
Yeah.
Yippee.
Slink's worried about Markle.
Yeah, the small folk gotta stick together.
Heck yeah. Slink know all about that drama.
Yeah, the fear of not being able to save everyone, save the people like you wanted to. Yeah, I think you would.
Yeah.
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 Take everything, go to hell around you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be a yikes for me.
That's a huge yikes from everyone involved. We're at about an hour and a half into the stream. Well, hour and 10 minutes. All right. I will run the scene with Ezzy and then Zimnis, and then I'll probably call a short break. And at that point, you will be able to, if you want, but for you two. But at this point, Jess, Marsham, Storm, feel free to get some water, use the restroom, that sort of thing. These scenes more than likely will not involve you.
Can I?
Mhm.
If I may ask a meta question, when is Storm's character going to show up?
Right after I finish those two scenes.
All right, cool.
So that's why it's like the halfway point of the session, like an hour and a half in. So like that's about when. Yeah.
Sorry,
It's a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit
What's your
hard.
character?
I had to set up. I couldn't just like suddenly this random person. No, I have to set up his, and someone had to actually.
I'm
ship.
fully enjoying everything, so we're good.
You know I can crush your head, right? Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. Bye.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, he's not he's a bit of a strong Angie man for sure.
Yeah.
Listen.
holy.
We stand himbos here.
Himbo? I don't think
He's
he
not a
gives himbo
himbo.
energy. I think he gives like not himbo energy.
Really?
I
The
don't know.
captain doesn't give.
Honestly,
Like, borderline-
Dilf is more of my thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Dilf
yeah,
vibes over himbo.
Dilf.
And you can be
Mm.
like Dilf before himbo, I would say.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Like
Also,
Like-
that's a quote. I hope you know. Dilf before himbo.
he gives
of
Jimbro like a strong like the best way that I could describe it is he gives me like the vibes of like like a strong, reliable parental figure over like who you can trust and like usually knows what the right thing to do is. He doesn't strike me as like as clueless as a himbo. Because I've run himbos in games.
Yeah.
He's not a himbo. I'm not playing him like a himbo. I think
he-
Ali is closer to himbo energy than the captain.
God, I'd love to play a
yeah.
himbo someday. It'd be so fun.
All right.
A himbo with a heart of gold. I love that trope
Yeah.
so much.
If you like a himbo with a heart of gold, and you have some extra time, the Knife Point campaign, one of the paladin in that campaign, archetypical himbo and deal like the most pure good person you can imagine, like neutral good, like as pure good as it gets, with perhaps one of the most chaotic evil not neutral evil players in the same party at the same time, and it fucking works.
Incredible.
Like
It's a Kronk and Yzma situation.
yes.
I absolutely also love the idea of that dynamic between a playing a chaotic evil character but with a like a lawful good patron.
Yeah.
The idea of a chaotic evil character having a warlock pact with a lawful good entity.
I wish to burn down.
That's
this
basically
orphanage.
what happened with Alan, like but in reverse. Like he was at one point like a more like not lawful but like chaotic good type person, but over the course of his warlock practice, just like broke him.
Also, Green, I love that you know exactly the video I'm referencing.
I know, it's hilarious. I love it. It's one of my favorite concepts. It just works so well.
No, he gives
It
daddy
really would.
energy before himbo. Like, daddy, sorry, daddy, sorry.
Daddy, sorry, daddy, sorry, daddy.
Before
Sorry.
himbo. Because he's like, oh, like you, there is no world where you look down on this man. In any way.
Well, Lizzie
but
always
he
has
has
to
Watch
look
me.
down, dude, so.
Yeah. Anyways, Ezzy, you failed your wisdom save. So what you end up doing is a little bit different from your original goal of directly heading back to the that's not the right vibes. That's too peaceful. I have it somewhere. Just a second. Here, this is it. No, a place outside of time is too whimsy. This is more tricksy. But still calm, but tricksy. You will end up finding yourself traveling down the moonlit path. A little bit to the northeast of you. Instead of taking the western turn to go to the Cat's Cradle Inn. You don't super know why, but you do. And you'll see a bunch of different druids going about today. Not all of the druids, well, this is where a lot of like the more druidically inclined people live. You will see that there are plenty of people around here. You'll see like different gnomes and a couple goblins who are also druids, tabaxi and like half tabaxi as well, and humans, elves, a whole cavalcade of different druidic folk here. But a lot of them seem to be rushing to try and aid however they can with the entertainment district, seeing as how it's on fucking fire, and the entertainment district is right next to the moonlit path. But you'll end up finding yourself pretty close to the bridge to Avalon, and in the middle of the druid circle here. And as you do, I'm just going to quickly move that so you can see everything here. For some time, you'll find yourself looking up, sort of just at everything. Looking out at the horizon. This is the highest point on the island, and you're looking out over the rest of the town and at the stars. Maybe you needed a break, you're not sure. Maybe not. But as you look out at the full moon, I don't think you really look over at them yet. You're just sort of so done with everything, so tired, so exhausted that when you feel what you think is somebody like sit down nearby, maybe a random stranger you don't know, you don't even necessarily care to look right now. Still looking out over the horizon. It is a lovely night. Or, despite the circumstances, wouldn't you think?
Honestly, yeah, it's quite nice. Love the being three up here, though, but she honestly has her own business to tend to. Understandable. She is her own girl, after all.
If you wouldn't mind me asking, who is this person you're referring to?
Huh. You know, given how popular she is, I'm kind of surprised that no one really knows about Thea.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm a bit new here.
Oh, honestly, same here. To be completely honest, I just arrived I want to say this morning, maybe mid-afternoon. Really, it's kind of hard to tell given the sea. But Thea is a performer, you could say, lovely singer. Honestly, I love her. I love her voice, and honestly, I love to support her. She makes me happy.
Let's...
Her performance was tonight. Got ruined by her ex. Almost died to her ex by explosions. Survived though. Barely though. Oh
Yes.
God, barely. Shouldn't have drink that. Never mind. But what brings you here?
The astral brine? They say almost in a knowing voice. And as you turn to look at them, let me quickly adjust their profile picture so that you can see what they actually look like. As you do finally turn to look at them, you will see a man, you think, very androgynous looking individual in a garb that you've maybe seen once or twice from travelers from the Far East. You are absolutely correct. They're not from here. I believe what brought me here was you. I am Tsukiyomi. A god of the night sky. Who might you be? At least in this moment.
Izzy Bunro.
Hmm. They'll smile and say, but perhaps that surname might change in time. Or perhaps not.
Fair. But, so... I guess you heed the call then. Honestly, I wasn't... Honestly, I wasn't really expecting this to happen after the fight. Makers can't be choosers.
No. Forgive me. I was a bit late.
It's completely fine. Well, you're the night sky, you're pretty much busy at this time, you know?
Not really. He'll sort of change. As he looks again, you look at him again, you'll see that his like some of his features have even begun to change a little bit. Still very androgynous, but like the shape of their nose sort of shifts. The sharpness of their chin, the shape of their brow sort of goes back and forth between male and female a little bit. More masculine and more feminine. And they'll say, my job is typically to observe the changes that happen in the world, that happen in the night sky. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. But I do very much enjoy bringing light to the darkness. And I had a feeling that you would be all right. I assure you, though, if the combat had continued any further, I absolutely would have intervened.
It's appreciated, honestly.
You're not. Do you know what I appreciate? Change. Growth. The desire to brighten up those who are in the dark. And this was quite a dark moment. You care a lot for this person, yes?
Absolutely. Honestly, it's like, I want to see her happy. I want to see her succeed. I know that, well, old dogs lie situation. I believe that's a saying. And I know her ex is going to come back again. I don't know when. I don't know how long. I know she's going to show up again. And I want to actually be there for her. I want her to rely on me. I want her to at least be safe. I know she's powerful. I know she's intelligent, brave, beautifully honest. But I know that I can't always be there.
You know, there is wisdom in accepting your failings. And knowing that you... But there's also grace in trying regardless. And I think that is very commendable. As he says that, he'll put a hand on your shoulder and you'll feel a very potent sort of divine energy surge within you. And you will, in this moment, gain feel a lot of your wounds begin to close. And you'll feel a lot better physically.
Oh, I needed that. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's that. Oh, I didn't realize how hard she hit me.
Some changes are for the better, don't you agree?
True. Very true, but sometimes you gotta deal with the pain. As they say, no pain, no gain. As I try to flex my muscles a little bit. Oh.
They'll look amused by you. I can see why she likes you. No. I know you don't know my pantheon. But I hope that I could encourage you to look into a few things. And know that if you wish to bring a meaningful, positive change to his life, they will hold out they will look at you and grant you a small he will hold out a small paper charm in his hand.
Oh,
and
what's this?
offer it to you. If you do wish to bring positive change to her life and others around you, you have my full support. For now, rest wherever you may want to, and know that the night will be peaceful. If for no other reason, for you and your allies, if for no other reason than because I watch over. If
Thank
only
you.
for tonight.
Thank you. It's genuinely appreciated. It means a lot. As I go and grab the little paper doll from their hands.
It is sort of like one of those paper charms that you would see in anime. Hold up, let me see if I can find a picture of one. Just to show you, just to put him down and drowned, to show you what do here. But one of these, he will basically say, should you walk down, ironically enough, the same, should you walk among the darkness and bring light, you will have my support and my blessing. And so that memento will grow a bit more powerful, more than just a keepsake. Empower it or don't. The choice is yours. But I have much to say within this town. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Although, funny enough, I think the choice was already made to begin with.
As you sort of look up, holding the talisman in your hand, after examining it for a second, they will be gone. As if they were never there. The only proof of their existence, physical in your hand. As said before, a memento for now, but perhaps someday, maybe, would provide some power. From here, you're free to go wherever you wish. I'd assume back to the cat's cradle to Cethia.
Effectively so, but before I head off to it, I take one last look at the little charm that's... I'm bad with names.
Tsukiyomi.
Tsukiyomi
It
gave
is
me...
intentionally... It is one of the... Reading it out loud the first time, it is horrible to say. But
yes.
That's how you pronounce it.
But, takes its own. Okay, but still, as she looks at this little paper charm for one last time, puts it underneath her shirt, like around her around the neck area, and just like slides it underneath and just keeps it close to her chest. She breathes in and out, and starts to take one last look at the sky, at the moon, and walks over to the cat's cradle. And there goes my scene.
Xemnas.
Yes.
we will go back to you here.
Ready?
And as you do, you will sort of continue on. Talk. We'll see you speaking. Oh, that's not right. There we go. Move the camera. We'll look at you and say, "Hi. Hi. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting yet. But you're an associate of Essie's, yes?"
He'll turn around with still occasionally looking back to see if the method is trying to pull another fast one. But essentially, he goes, "Yes, yes. My name is Zimnis. I apologize that we did not have a more proper introduction. Thea, was it?"
Yes. I had a question for you regarding, and she'll sort of like tap the back of her hand to gesture to refer to what is on the back of yours.
I'll answer what I can, madam, but keep in mind I'm still trying to understand it myself. He sounds like he's still wincing because like I said, 3/4 of his health is just chomped.
She'll look out a little bit pitied, but not really proficient with healing magic in the same way.
Yeah.
I'll see. Well, I happen to know a great deal about this sort of thing from personal experience. And she'll sort of like wipe away. She was like wiping some tears with a cloth that she had before, like a handkerchief, and she'll just sort of like bring it up and show you the stained, unmistakable staining of something like prismatic that's slowly drying up.
And I'm gonna do a thing. I would like to, because of Zimnis has more or less already gathered that this is Izzy's patron.
Yeah.
Any chance I could roll an Arcana to sort of deduce like her nature,
Sure.
like her like exactly what she is in ways of like.
Yep. Go ahead.
Creatures.
I'm gonna say the DC for this would be
17.
Looking at it, you can clearly, you can very obviously like nix a couple of things. You were able to like sort of immediately remove devil, angel, that sort of thing. Undying. I think you're sort of tied between maybe Fathomless and Great Old One. If they're like really hiding something, maybe Great Old One, but like the best bet that you can do is maybe like he's probably Fathomless.
All right, he's gonna. So he's seen also Izzy's like roster when it comes to magical capabilities, spells, etc. He's witnessed it firsthand, what she's capable of. He's gonna test something out. He's gonna switch to deep speech. All right, ask away.
I'm going to give me just a second. Deep speech is which one?
That's pretty much aberration tongue.
All right, Rain. I will ask the question for you because of based on our DMs, aberrations, eldritch horrors. Do you think that Thea would be able to understand this? DM it to me. Do not answer. And do you think that they would be able, that they would openly reveal that they know that language?
I mean, depending on her reaction, I could probably figure it out via insight, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Or an attempted insight.
Green?
I'm typing my answer out right now.
Got it. That is the least helpful answer you could have ever given me. Okay.
Hey, I want to make things interesting.
That... Okay. She will look at you and say, like, let me scroll up through some information here. She'll sigh and say, do you... If you want to have a more private conversation, I'm happy to speak in your tongue instead.
Can I see?
And she'll speak in
Can I-
Aquan.
Okay, can I see her response to my attempt via insight?
Sure. Give me an insight check.
19.
All right, give me just 1 second. Allow me to attempt a private roll. Son of a bitch.
Let's fucking go.
The fact that she rolled a nat one.
I mean, I guess that just means she has a horrible poker face. I mean, I think that's already been disclosed given her personality. Let's be real here.
Yeah, honestly, it's totally expected of Thea.
Sweating bullets. Fully does not want to communicate in deep speech for whatever reason, but knows exactly what you said.
Gives a nod, but you see. I'm not even gonna have her roll an insight. You see, you already see a change in body language. It goes from relaxed, well, not even relaxed, but he was in pain. He was about as relaxed as you could get while being in pain. You see him tense up.
Okay, I don't really have much connection to anything, if that's what you're asking. I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't want to. That makes sense?
He kind of like it. The assurance, albeit small, is helpful. That's the first thing that you notice, that you can you can see that he's somewhat embarrassed that she kind of caught on to his shift. He goes, my apologies, madam. It's not just it's I promise you it's not it's nothing against you in particular. But that's neither here nor there. You're here to question me about this. By all means.
Are you aware of what it is?
Well, I'm well aware that it's a sigil specifically for conjuration. I know that once I tried to identify the astral sea brine, it was a massive pool of it at the bottom of a split ship. When I dipped my hand in it, I ended up with it. Every question I asked, like, a dozen or so more popped up.
She'll like look on in a little, and nodding and knowing.
You can see that he's like visibly frustrated because there's so many questions and like nothing's being answered on his end. It's not even her. It's just like things that he's been struggling.
Are you familiar with the concept of Babel?
The concept of what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Babel.
What kind of check would that be to recall?
History or religion?
I think I might be better with history. Yeah. History it is.
I will tell you straight up, you will need to roll a 25 or higher.
Alright, 17 ain't gonna cut it then.
No.
He kind of scratches the back of his head, goes, I'm afraid not, madam.
Anyone who looks at that sigil immediately knows what it says, what it means, what it does. You have encountered a power directly tied to magic itself. And in a way, in a universal sense, something. A long time ago, there was a cat tower that was constructed. And when it fell, as a result of the influence of others more ancient than I, part of how exactly this happened isn't exactly known even to me, but the repercussions of it involved the universal language being lost. This and different places form different languages, and all being said, set back humanity quite a bit. This sigil, these letterings, this word of conjuration, is perhaps one of the first examples of that universal language I have seen in millennia. There are names I can't say, but I'm not directly related. Even though I'm not directly related to this world and I'm a visitor. I don't. What you have is a connection to a entity, a concept of everything, one aspect of everything. I could probably explain more, but I need to know where you found that portal.
He kind of, he goes, in all honesty, madam, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the incident of the San Jose.
Oh, the San Jose? Really? Huh.
Guarded
I never
by,
would have thought of.
he said, guarded by a Noblex, pulling the strings of some hefty necromancy. In and of itself, guarded by a sea dragon that we didn't find out till much, much later. That was an odd one. He goes. He starts because you see him start going on a tangent, going. We were down there for 40. Yeah. He goes. We were down there for about 48 hours, and the alarm spell that triggered the sea dragon went in with the first hour. Makes me wonder if that creature was just watching us the whole time or not. But, forgive me, I'm going off topic.
No, that's perfectly fine. I am not exactly of this world and not even of these dimensions, of the dimensions that you're familiar. But
he kind of goes. He kind of holds his hand up, going, "Say less, madam. I think I've more or less pieced that together."
I am a child of the plane of water and something beyond. And I have found my way here because I didn't stay there either. But this is dangerous. Be very careful. And I mean this in every single sense of the word. You are a friend of one of the strongest people I know. So I trust you to do right by them and by others. Protect that hand of yours.
He goes,
Because
trust me. Of all things I've learned when it comes to learning new magic, caution above all else.
your mic is fuzzy. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, your mic's kind of garbling there.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Better.
Yes.
Okay. He says, above all else, madam, I learned when it comes to learning new magic, caution above all else, so you can rest easy.
She'll relax a little bit. Names are not the only. Naming magic is perhaps for context of how dangerous this is. Power words originate from that sort of magic. And
It's
you
about
effectively have on your hand power word of conjuration branded on you.
Kind of lightheartedly joke, go, I'll take that over necromancy, I assure you.
She'll say, from Babel, the ruins, the fragments that exist, mortals have created naming magic, true names, and power words. And if you know how powerful those are, think about the original. Onomancy, my beloved.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
she, like, you may be joking about it, but she is absolutely not.
Yeah. He kind of goes, I understand, madam, and trust me, I've been doing my best to understand this magic more, and try to, in a sense, refine it to how I wish to cast. If you haven't noticed, I'm more on the passive end of things. Are you all right, by the way? You're not hurt from the...
No, I'm okay.
Kind of referring to the immolation.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's just like frustrated about multiple things, but realizing that this is some like primal magic that you have in you.
Yes.
She's just taking time to address it before she can really relax and get back to what she wants to do, which is unwind with her partner.
Yeah. It goes.
Mhm.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to trust you simply on the fact that I'm fairly certain that Lizzie trusts you. But do not be careless. Do not betray that trust. I have dealt with people. I have had people hurt me before. And I will not be hurt again. And there is a menace of an aura of menace behind those words.
Yeah. He kind of, at this point, is... How do I put this? At this point, he already understands more or less who and what he's dealing with. So at this point is there's concern, but it's not nearly as much as what there was initially. But he goes, I assure you, madam, what we have here is in good hands, or as good of hands as you can get with any mortal.
She'll nod. Good. I'll be on my way. And as she, finishes this conversation, she will begin to head off into the rest of the city. And find the Cat's Cradle Inn. Now, at this point, feel free to take 5, get some rest, drink some water, do whatever you need. I'm going to use the restroom myself, but when we come back, I will jump over to the folks on the ship. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I love that as soon as you're removing Leo, it's dragging Zim with her. I was like, yes. Thea, dragging Zim by the throat.
Yeah. No.
I mean, Thea would absolutely do that. She does not want to be dealing with more of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Thea would choke a bitch. Would not hesitate.
No, she's been through a lot, and even though she has, it's the kind of thing no, I'm not. Never again. Never again. Never again. Type of dealing with people who've hurt her. But yes, bathroom, and then we will be back. Entertain whatever exists of chat because anyways, bye.
Be right
Okay.
back.
So
Go
true.
into the bathroom.
So true.
Indeed. Now, next is the fun part of me introducing my character.
Yippee! I really hope Boop doesn't just like forget.
I don't think he will. Though I realize something interesting.
What at?
3 of the crew members are, well, if he goes by like instinct, 3 of the members are technically prey animals. To some similar to my characters.
I was just gonna ask something too.
Huh?
If
But
once I
please,
explain,
I want to know what your train of thought is.
I don't want to spoil too much. Let's just say because of his parents, Mice and Rabbit could be considered prey. His biological parents.
I'll ask you this: how important are your feathers to you?
Well, I can't fly, so
Yeah, but I mean, some birds take pride in their feathers,
What?
whether they can fly or not.
no.
I'm back.
Yeah, well,
I'll just say I'm sticky fingers.
oh, then if Boop is, I never was told no about my weapon. You might like River's weapon.
Link gets
Perhaps.
very stabby when threatened.
There will be no threatening. It's just like by base
Oh, no, she-
instinct.
You don't get it.
I
Huh?
have
It
returned.
just comes out of the shadows.
All right.
Oh my wa, mo shinderu.
No,
Nani?
I just
You won't
picture
see it coming.
I just picture the reverse of the Homer Simpson meme going into the
So
into the
true.
hedge.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
And was Tsukuyomi planned, or did you just like integrate that recently?
I ended up changing the god that was recommended just because there was so little information on them that I could find publicly that I wanted to
Well-
have something that I could use a little bit better, and I decided I have another campaign that's set in Japan anyway. It'd be pretty neat to have the Japanese god of moon.
Yippee!
Funny because I told you my backstory, so there's another little interaction there.
Yeah. Give me
Mhm.
just one moment as you guys end up near the ship, heading over to the ship, climbing on the deck. I would like Slink. Everyone's back, right? I can continue.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
here.
Okay.
You're good.
Hi.
You're good.
Oh my god! Oh
Oh, is my mic
god!
better? Because I moved it a little bit closer to me.
Say again?
Is my mic a little bit better? I moved it closer to me.
It's a little clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still quiet, but more clear.
Yeah.
Definitely more clear.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But could I request two things? Number one,
Yes.
the method here, a part of the crew as part of crew members. Number two, if I can get control of them
Yes, and yes.
as a player.
The method is already
Yippee.
in the crew member list, and they don't have a name. Because you have not
I'm gonna
given
have to
them
fix
one
that.
yet. And
Yeah.
May
I'm
I-
going to say that all players can observe just to make sure that, for the sake of that. And Nyan, for now, you are the owner of Method Man.
Yes.
Method Man, take me by the hand, take me to your land, that you understand. Okay. Anyways,
You're gonna ask to do something?
Jess and and Martian. I would like you to give me a perception check, if you would.
Okay. Big 14.
Holy shit.
I see.
And then there's then there's Slink. Slink knows all. Slink sees all.
I'm kind of busy carrying a mouse right now.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. A very traumatized mouse boy.
The mouse is also giving some instruction. Slink, you will notice like a boat sort of listlessly drifting from the ocean. It looks like a smaller rowboat right next to the ship itself. And as you do, like, notice it, like, it looks like it's just being carried by the waves closer to the dock. It looks like it might hit the ship. And you think for the briefest moment, you see a, like a small little, like, it looks like there's like a tarp over it to like sort of keep water out. And where the fuck is your player? Oh, it's literally in the player's characters tab. Right, got it. That would make sense.
I have nothing to say.
I was looking for crew. I was looking everywhere except the player characters tab. Anyways, you'll see that there's like a small, like, like boat sort of just like moving closer to the ship, and you like also notice there's some unnatural movement on it, and there's like as it gets a little bit closer to the ship, Shade, you will be looking up and you will see a very your character will look up and see a very strange sight for you. Maybe not strange, might be the wrong word, but a sight that you perhaps... Did you change your stats? Did you adjust your stats in Foundry?
I haven't touched him since I made him the first time.
Because were your stats 15, 12, 12, 12, and 10 and 10?
I rolled an 8 and a 9.
Oh, and you use your bonuses to fix. Okay.
I used, since because it's technically as Tasha's, I used.
Got it. I was just like, these stats. Like normally, people like to put like one really good one. So I'm like,
using your racial ASIs to balance out shitty rolls is definitely a good move.
Yeah. But as you're like looking through, you will look up and see like the faint signs of a looking up, it would probably be fair to say, when do you think was the last time you ate something?
It depends on how long I've been drifting.
I'm asking you to tell me how long you've been drifting.
Probably 4 or 5 days.
I'm going to say that's probably 3 levels of exhaustion. 4 levels of exhaustion.
A question.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
Why is mixed size category small?
It's not describing his height. Anyways, sorry.
Hey!
What a big
Damn! Okay.
Immediate. I'm sorry.
What
I'm too
the
quick on the draws.
Fuck,
with those.
man! That's fucked up!
I'll fix it. I'll fix it somehow. I don't know why you're small. You shouldn't be.
I don't know. I just noticed that and I was like, huh. That's incorrect.
It says size medium/small. Small/medium. Okay, what if I like
Huh.
amphibious call to the
And there they go.
waves? What if I change this to just say medium? What then, Spider-Man? It still says you're small.
Perhaps-
Okay.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Size small. I know how to fix it.
You said 4 levels of exhaustion.
Yes, just due to how fucked your shit is.
Okay. I just need to check what that entails.
Bad
Yeah.
things.
Very bad. I think
It's
half
bad.
custom title size is medium. Medium.
Where's exhaustion? Exhaustion.
I
Oh my
have
god.
Half movement speed, disadvantage on all checks.
Disadvantage on ability checks, speed is halved, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, hit point maximum halved.
Makes
You
sense.
need to sleep, motherfucker.
I think that's fair, given being at sea for 5 days without food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not getting very good sleep either.
Yeah.
Sure. Especially
Like-
on this tight size for a boat. Because
Yeah. I could probably make the boat a little bit bigger. I didn't know how big. I just
Well-
put in.
I think this works perfectly fine for the storytelling.
Yeah, we get it.
But you will look out and slowly drift in, and you'll see a dock. You'll see a small crane for loading in supplies. And a larger boat. The sound of waves cresting against a shore. And I think you're not near death, but you're definitely struggling to push yourself up. I'd like you to give me a strength check to sort of like sit up right now.
Just gotta figure
And-
out how to.
So I want you to click on your strength STR on your character sheet.
So I should pop out character sheet then, huh?
Just open your character sheet. You don't necessarily need to pop it out if you don't want to. But if you click STR, it'll give you a new pop out that says strength ability check, normal, advantage, or disadvantage. Given your exhaustion disadvantage.
Oh, that's great. What a start.
That bodes so well.
Oh, no.
That's always.
I mean, it's
a
for the lore.
sign.
It's for the lore. It's for the lore. It's a
I mean,
lore.
Oh, sevens.
Oh, sevens in the
sevens.
chat. You're
Oh,
like
sevens
trying.
in chat.
You're trying desperately to sit up, but you find that you cannot, and you're to like sort of stop your boat from crashing into the water, and into the everyone's saluting, and everyone is and you end up bumping into the side of the like stone dock here, and you feel like a jolt rip you to the side as you like roll over and just and
Done with being on this little boat.
as you like
Slink is freaking out seeing all this happening.
give me just
Like,
She's like
freaking out visibly.
And she's like trying to like get.
give me a second, I'm getting a phone call.
What's he doing? This oh, the scratch.
Oop, just had to step away.
I'm just gonna go with a different.
It's Slink going like full stammering, like Porky Pig mode, just not finishing a full sentence, freaking out.
Yeah, it's just like popping up and down, like pointing, like she's free out. She don't know what's happening. She just knows there's a boat with a thing on it and it doesn't look good.
Is it weird for me to ask for a roll from you?
Depends what for.
You like shinies, right?
Well, first I'm concerned
Uh-oh.
about what's happening.
Yes, but you'd be looking at me.
I'm running over, seeing a boat crashing in with a potential person inside of it.
Could I get a my mind's drawing a blank. Perception check?
Perception?
Yeah.
I can perceive.
Sure.
All right, sorry. Just a call from my sis, and she never calls me unless
You're good.
usually
We're just
unless
doing your
emergency.
job for you.
I perceive it all.
You see a shiny green. Something that's shiny and green.
Don't say that.
As you notice this, all of this stuff here, Slink, those like faint noises, those faint calls that you gave out, finally, like Marco's finally like resonated and like aware enough to like hear and says, "Someone needs help," and he's just like struggling to with Marsham's like grasp here,
Struggling.
and it's, like
Yeah.
She
quickly like
She's like, no, you stay.
and as you say that, he's
stay.
going to jump into the water and try to get you.
Can I?
And she's gonna try to
I was actively.
No.
I was actively carrying them. Can we make an opposed check instead?
Yeah, give me an athletics check against this monk here.
I'll probably fail.
Yo,
He's not
I just
super strong. He has a 10 in strength, but
I have an 8.
but he does have proficiency in athletics because he's like the guy that mans the riggings and does a lot
I
of
have
climbing and stuff.
partial proficiency in athletics because I'm a bard.
Archer just
So
naturally
you
good at
bad.
everything.
Bards are just good at everything. So I need you to beat an 18 right now to try to
Oh,
prevent
shit.
Boy.
Marco
In
from
what?
jumping off the boat.
Can I assist in this?
You can either roll you can either roll yourself or once or give Mick advantage here.
It's under strength.
It's
what is
athletics.
my-
So here's the other
strength?
thing. This would be considered a grapple check, like an opposed grapple check, right?
Mhm.
So the thing about grappling is that you can choose to use your athletics or your acrobatics if you
When
are the
escaping.
person getting grappled. I have
wait,
to use
then he should have used-
athletics.
He should
So
have
if-
used acrobatics, so he should have absolutely gotten a 24.
Yeah.
So
So
I
I
need you to
physically could not have stopped him.
So you would need to be sorry, forgive me. That's on me. I'll re-roll the acrobatics just to play nice here. But
Okay.
he now has a +6 trying to beat a 13. To try to dive into the water and try to okay.
Am I assisting also with strength?
Wait, what the fuck? What? Are you rolling yourself? I'll tell you right now, Mick has a -1 to athletics. You have a
I have a
+4.
+0.
I'm a +0
So it is
as
probably
well.
best for you to try to tackle him
Oh.
yourself
Okay.
to stop him.
Do
But
it.
Sorry,
just statistically speaking, you have a better shot of stopping him than she does.
Oh
Please
shit!
no! Please no!
Okay, so you forgot to add your athletics bonus to that. You need to click athletics.
Oh, athletics. I thought you meant strength.
So, but we'll take the
That's a
roll.
plus-
So that's 14.
plus
So that's
4.
22. I have a +6 to acrobatics. And given his like trauma, I think he will burn a key point to Step of the Wind to get advantage on this.
You fucker.
Why?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well,
The mouse boy goes in, takes the plunge into the water, and immediately like climbs up to grab great for F climbs up to like sort of look at the little crow man. And he's just
God
like,
Follows doing
damn
the
it! All right,
dog owl
fine.
and tries to scurry up.
he's like doing like he's gonna quickly like look at you and say like,
Okay. Hi. Hey, how are you doing? You're.
What is Marco's health at?
18 out of 26.
They'd be at. I've been healing them, so they should be at full.
Okay, that's good. You will look at this like frantic looking mouse person like,
Hi. Hi. What sort of thing are you? Oh, Kenku. Okay.
Kenku. Sadly.
Okay. Hey.
I
let's
assume that
up.
and he's gonna just like grab the oars and like grab you and the boat. I can't move both you and the boat at the same time, but he'll slowly, you guys in the boat, slowly like guide the boat over to.
Yeah, I'm also. The second I saw them, like move over, I'm just using my the ring, telekinetic ring to just like help move them.
He were
Yeah.
explain his design.
Yes, give us. I don't have the
So,
official art yet, but we will be getting that
You
soon.
see it looks like a weird mix of an owl and a crow. His feathers are black but ombre into like a dark coffee brown. He's wearing stereotypical pirate gear. His eyes are relatively the shape and size of an owl's. And he also has the sideways blink of an owl.
Oh,
That's why I was bringing up like primal fears of the races. Because owl versus mouse doesn't usually go well.
Yeah, he'll just like sort of like. In this moment, he kind of doesn't care if he's endangering himself, and like is trying to just like
River-
help anyone
River
who.
also has like the quote unquote horns of like a great horned owl.
Mhm.
And as you guys know how I was discussing in chat earlier, that's why I was like, hopefully it's not too complex. I don't think it will be, but just annoying to
Yeah.
design.
You mentioned that with my perception roll, I see something green. With what I rolled, do I see what kind of details this green thing is?
So you see next to him a heavy glaive with a jade blade and a white Hollywood handle.
Oh.
And
not to be confused
Also-
with Hollywood.
yeah, it's just a very white wood. And on his back, he also has what I originally designed to be like a katana on his back.
She is kind of eyeing that. What this? What is that? She points at it.
Points out what?
The green blade that you described.
Considering their how weak you seem to be right now, I imagine that either Slink, Marco, or I with telekinesis is carrying most of your shit for you right now.
Don't. Careful with it. It's a gift from my father.
Tis
Well,
magic.
I don't know if it's magic or not.
She plays with her hands a little bit, knowing that now is not the time for interrogation, touching, grabbing. She's just kind of like, Be good. Be good.
Not really my father, but the closest thing I have after I got this dreaded curse.
Oh, curse. I know about curse. Does she notice like how like skinny like?
Yeah, I was gonna
Emmett,
say, do we notice how like emaciated they look like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
So she rummages
great.
through her pockets and she pulls out like some bread and like a potato and some carrots that she like took with her from the kitchen. And she's like, "You eat this. Here."
He'll weakly grab it from you. Thank you. It's been days since I've eaten anything.
I'm just gonna.
We has more food.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and go. Hales, you don't look good. Hey, Marco, we got this from here. Go rest.
No, someone. I can't. I can't. No. What do you need? Rest, food. Do we take them to the inn? I doubt that this is the best place for someone to sleep.
Food, sleep, best remedy. Yes.
Can I tell that that Marco is like manic right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I'm gonna let him
looking
ride
like
this high
he
for now.
has
All right.
He has to do the look that he gives you is like someone who like pathologically needs to help people when they're not doing well.
Yeah. That. God, relatable. Oh God. That cuts deep. All right. Yeah. Mick's just gonna like rub his face in frustration and just go, oh, all right, go get us some water.
Okay. I'll head downstairs. And he'll move into the lower depths of the ship and pick up some. What? That's everyone disappearing.
No,
This is fine.
this is fine.
Honored to existence.
He'll dive down into the bowels of the ship. And
Bowels.
you would be interested in that, wouldn't you? He'll dive down into the bowels of the ship and end up and head down to like grab some of the water that you filled.
Where am I? Boy.
I'm gonna help like prop you up against a few of the barrels so you're at least sitting upright.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, at least right now you're sitting on the. Oh, I may have forgotten the name of the ship.
The
Don't worry, I
remembrance.
have to. Oh no.
Wait, did it ever get a name? I swear
The
it did.
name of the
Remembrance.
ship is the Remembrance.
Thank you. Where the fuck is that in my notes? I know it's in.
In-
Where are you?
It is literally, if you go into vehicles tab, open it up.
I
it is literally the
know.
name of the ship.
That's
That
great.
is where the party
Problem.
inventory is.
Here, okay, listen, here's the thing. I have it in my notes somewhere. It's here somewhere, and I'm mad that I can't find it. That's all.
In vehicles, there's also tentacles of the deep. Is that still a thing?
It should not be there, but
There's a joke here.
I'm
There
not going to be
is.
the one to make it.
Anyway, time for
Anyway. I assume Marco comes back up with water.
Yeah, he does. He'll. I'm currently just adjusting something on his character sheet, but yeah, he absolutely does.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, I'm just
here.
gonna respond. At least right now, you're sitting on the deck of the Remembrance.
On the deck of a ship?
Right now, yeah.
I'm not just adrift anymore. Great. May I get your names?
Hiya, Slink.
Can call me Sharkbait.
Hello, Slink. Hello, Sharkbait. My name's River. Well, given name is River.
River, like water?
Yes, long story short, my, again, father figure found me by River, and back then I could only really mimic voices. So I went by the name. He makes the sound of like water against shore, so but like a slosh sound.
I fucking love Kenkus.
Yes.
Fucking love Kenkus.
I was with my father figure for, was it 10 years now? I don't know what happened to the ship. All I remember was, I don't remember if it was silence or if there was a melody. And then we were boarded, and then everyone was gone.
Oh no.
That was, well, me.
That sounds terrible.
Oh,
Well, at least it explains how you got here.
So, Slink, Sharkbait, what's your name, little one?
I am Mirko.
You'll just sort of like
Pleasure to
Look.
meet you, Marco.
You need help.
We got the rest of the crew, totaling about. God, how many of us are there?
13.
God damn. Got
Yeah,
more
when
crew,
the
totaling
entire-
about 13.
When the entire crew fights, it is about a 13-man crew, which is party, which is why so many of these, which is why I throw massive dragons and flaming abominations at you guys.
Mhm.
So true.
13.
And which is
so many
why
of us.
when you
Unlucky
guys
number.
roll in combat, whenever you guys are in combat, I have each of you like control an additional character just to make it a little easier.
Mhm.
Less boring if you guys have a little dude of your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of squat down on my haunches. Well, from what I can tell from your story, it at least explains how you got here. Seems to me that only way you can really get here without some sort of direct way here is by some sort of mishap.
Odd, is this not mapped?
Hell if I know.
Probably not. As I understood it, I didn't really get many opportunities to go outside, but I think we're in Avalon, near the British Isles.
We're in the British Isles?
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
Thereabouts.
That makes sense from where my ship was.
that makes one of us.
My father, Captain Garen, was from Wales.
Do I recognize the name at all?
Wales is one of the British Isles. It is a
No,
country.
I meant the person's name.
Give me a history check.
Fucking do I know what Wales is?
Yeah, the things that
Big
live
creatures in the
underwater,
ocean,
they,
right?
They sing in your heart, like,
Motherfuck-
they explode your heart.
So that's a what, a 10 total?
Big 10.
You know about what a normal person would know about this guy, and I think that's nothing.
Cool.
It's just
Oh, bards.
a captain.
We get around.
Of a ship. One of hundreds of captains of
A
hundreds of ships.
bajillion of vessels, yeah.
En
It's-
route back.
Yeah.
Yep, you can continue.
The name doesn't ring any bells, but we're sure that someone maybe does know them.
Cool.
We were en route to our normal trading route in Southeast Asia. And then the ship that boarded us attacked. I don't know what happened. I was almost instantly knocked out. Then Captain Garen saved me. You see at that he'll like try to reach back and like hold the handle of the sword on his back, which I'm just now gonna say is on his hip because it makes reaching it a lot more simple.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, historically, swords on your back doesn't really work.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have the sword like really low on your back, but at that point it might as well be on your hip.
Or if the sword is just stupid short, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the sword is bendy.
Ah, yes. I love the idea of whacking somebody with the equivalent of one of those wibbly wobbly thunder making aluminum sheets.
Hey.
Yes, yes.
Or it's just
Although
like
you
Who-
could have something like the Dragon Slayer that's quite literally on a chain and just quite literally pop up and slam.
It could also be that like maybe it just gets harder when it's ready to go to work. It'll be flaccid until then.
I love this group.
You know I could just not pay you next week, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I would appreciate
I'm
it
gonna-
if you did.
I'm gonna go. You two got an eye on him? I'm gonna go grab him some food.
Of course. I'll
Slink
keep an
nods
eye
her
on
head.
it.
Slink, yeah, yes.
All right, I'm gonna head down into the ship to get so much sugar and protein.
Yeah.
Good God.
You will find the newly restocked pantry in the ship full of like a bunch of essentials and a couple of luxury items as well, just to keep morale up. And you grab basically all of the
Yeah, I'm
sweets
gonna
and
grab
such.
like a luxury, maybe 3, and then a few like essential proteins, and I'm just grabbing them, going, "Well, Isa can yell at me later. I'll just have to get more."
Yeah. But as you're like downstairs, Marco will sort of just like pipe up and say like,
You said you were boarded by a ship. Do you know what the name of it was? Do you know what happened to any of the crew?
They up and vanished. I didn't get a name of the ship. It just appeared out of nowhere.
at this point, like you would probably pop back up, Mick.
Yeah, probably.
It's a quick journey
Would I
downstairs.
hear? Yeah, would I hear the majority of this as I'm down there?
Yeah, you would. It's not
Yeah. Okay.
as.
I'm just gonna hand you probably like some sort of like sweet.
some
Would it be
fruit,
more like
maybe.
a sweet bread? Sorry, probably some fruit and like a sweet bread
Yeah. Scurvy's a bitch.
as well. God, yeah, and then
Mm-hmm.
probably just like straight up some jerky.
hmm
You'll gladly take it.
Just
Thank
getting
you.
a little bit of food in your system makes you feel marginally better. I'm going to nix one of the exhaustion levels, so it's not as painful to play.
Thank you. I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Good, good. I'm gonna look at Marco and gauge how the little guy's doing right now. Oh. Boop doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Damn.
What happened?
I asked a question and Boop muted. They don't want to talk to me anymore.
That's rough, man.
That's rough, buddy.
River is gonna like reach
Feels
towards
bad, man.
his glaive though, just to bring it closer to him.
Yeah, I would have just propped it up on like a barrel next to you.
Yeah. What was your question?
It
I'm
is
so sorry. My
within
mom
reach.
knocked on my door, and I kind of can't ignore that. What was it?
Oh, I don't remember.
Hog.
Oh, I
You-
remember. It was Martian was asking.
Oh,
whether-
yeah. Yeah, how's Marco doing after like helping and having gotten something done?
After like you'll see that like the process of helping someone has like brought him back a little bit, but he's not like he's looking like a bit more like dissociative now that he's
Haggard.
like safe. But like as soon as he notices that you're
Yeah.
like looking at him, he's like he'll like kind of perk back up and say like
We should make sure that they get what they need for now. And
Well,
talk to
since
the
you seem to be so
about this, right?
sure thing. I mean, if you seem so chipper right now, do you want to maybe head back to one of the rooms, get a little cushier place to stay?
I sure.
Nah, I don't like that response. No, we're gonna stay here. I'll contact the captain.
I'll be okay.
Just,
I'll be okay.
do I believe them?
make an insight check.
Is this something that really needs one?
It's like, do I believe them? I don't know, motherfucker. Do you believe them?
Do you believe them? Like I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I just want to know if it's something that I can just tell off the bat.
He seems like he'll be able to take care of himself. To like, he's not gonna like do anything too rash. You think that with a 19, you think you've had someone you've just witnessed the onset of what might be like a hero complex of someone who like has to save everyone around him.
Oh wow, I was about to say something really mean.
I feel called out.
Like he sees someone hurt and it physically hurts him to not do something. So like provided he doesn't witness anyone like actively dying, he should be like a little bit down but still okay. But like it's very clear that the most dangerous like manifestations of his like newfound mental state happen when people are hurt.
Okay. Well, I paid for a cushy ass bed, and I want to sleep in a cushy ass bed. What about you two? And I'm gonna look at Slink and you said it was River.
River.
Slink will stay with Marco.
I'll go to the inn. I'll be fine. But they come with us. You have the money, right? I mean, we have
I'm
money.
gonna tap my pouch that still probably has a couple platinum sitting in it. Yep, maybe a bit.
Good.
Slink learned going to take shiny, flat, brown gems and not the rocks. Yes.
What?
Marco, you want to help him get up and out of the ship?
Oh, yeah, of course. I've got him. And he'll just like proficiency with athletics is really showing here as he just like takes this like shorter dude, this dude who's like a little taller than him, and just sort of like
I've done.
balances him up a little bit so that you can stand on your own, and holds your hand so that you're stable. And he's like ready and like hyper vigilant to the point where he's able to make sure that while you're walking you don't fall over. But just having a little bit of food in your system has made walking a lot easier at the very least.
I think I'll be a bit fine to walk on my own, as long as I could bring my glaive with me.
I assumed you were already holding it.
Yeah,
So he'll literally use it like a cane,
like a cane.
just to
Dope.
prop himself up and keep walking.
Got it.
As we're starting to walk back, I'm just gonna throw out a ascending, and I'm not gonna bother trying to use all the words. I'm just gonna, if you'll let me, just let the captain know that we're on our way. Have a +1 that we found at the docks.
Interesting. I'll question you when you get here. Or more rather would be, I have questions when you get here, but carry on. All right, you
Damn.
guys.
I'd respond with something witty and vaguely snarky, but I'm fresh out of 3rd level.
I mean, yeah. Big day.
Level 5.
Yeah. At this point in time, I think everyone who was looking around, who was like meeting up here, he has met up here. You have all of the crew sort of just like taking full advantage of the accommodations within the shopping district here. And even though I didn't move everyone, you'll have Ali and Alan sort of like having a drink together, just having a good time. Triana sort of like shadowing the captain, making sure he has everything he needs. The Bunny brothers sort of like just tinkering and away and such. McSquiggles is fully just like you'll see McSquiggles like on the roof looking up at the stars a little bit with his star map, still like frantically writing everything he can down. Because like this like expanded night sky that's apparently present in Avalon is something so incredibly fascinating to him. But all told, a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh wait, Sophia. We'll say Sophia's in there. Character is already sleeping. Laura's already asleep. And not present for this situation. Yeah. Oh, God.
I mean, if it functions as a normal familiar, you can also just like dismiss them to a harmless demiplane until you need them again.
Yeah. Just hit him with the old
So true.
But yeah. As all of you guys will arrive, I think it is the captain and Triana, who like ends up, and Triana who ends up like greeting you two goobers with the new River in tow. And as the captain gets up to look, and everyone like kind of like well, when the captain does anything, he, like, everyone sort of just like instinctively takes a quick peek. But as they do, like, you'll see Evan like immediately like says, after he was like playing a card game with his brothers, like, all right, I gotta take this. At seeing someone who's injured, ship's doctor is gonna just make sure that they're all right.
Mm-hmm.
And
My man.
those of you who might be paying attention to Milo will see Milo's like staring at the cards on the table, and like there's a very obvious like inner conflict about like, do I look at his cards? Fuck, do I look at his cards? While his brother's doing the right thing, he's just like, man, do I cheat a little bit? It's not, we're not even playing for that much money, and money's not an object for us anymore. We kind of just like, but they all sort of look, and you'll see Captain Cisco here just sort of looks at you and just like, Mick.
Yup.
Marco, oh. And then he sees like Marco sort of like shadowing this Kenku who looks like he's on the brink of death, and says, dear God, are you alright?
Oh, I'm feeling a bit better now. No,
Okay,
Got him some food and water.
just
That's good.
exhausted.
that's good.
I'll deal with the extra room.
I have a little bit of gold.
The captain sort of like, you'll see the captain like look at the rest of his crew and then look at you and then look at Mick and like sigh and says, no. Frankly, I couldn't live with myself if I let something happen to you right now.
Say you owe him a favor.
Oh, him a favor? No.
I'm talking to River.
Oh,
I guess I do.
Cool.
well managed.
I'm gonna pat the captain on the shoulder and just be like I said, gonna go deal with the room, and I'll step off away
man.
and go.
And
Get
look at
a-
your shoulder too as you're going, just to like in approval, like, yeah, you did the right thing. Good on you.
Yippee!
And you'll end up talking to like a tabaxi man who's managing rooms, like, another one? Okay. And he just like gives you the room, and it's no problem.
Yep.
But this like there's a sort of lounge area here. And as you do look around, you'll see the captain will begin to sort of question you, Storm or River, and he'll just sort of say like, set you down like on one of the like nicer couches here, and he'll pull up a chair and everyone sort of like tunes in to listen to like, what's this new person's whole deal? Like, what happened? Like, he looks like shit. The captain's sort of taking care of him. Like, what's the deal? And this like lower section, this like first floor tavern area of the inn is small enough so that anyone who was like has a passive perception of over 10 or 11 would be able to hear. No one's like really hiding anything right now. And he's just Yeah. Nyan will be able to do that. Let me run this scene first. Use telekinesis to fit. You'll see Evan, the older bunny brother, and the ship's doctor's like, hey, you'll be all right. You'll be all right here. You're in good hands. I'm a doctor. Well, cleric. I fix things. That includes,
If I had access to some medical supplies, I could help myself a little bit too.
Thankfully, I don't need that. And he'll begin casting some Cure Wounds, some Revivifies, and over the course of all of this, he'll burn through like all of his the remaining spell slots, to just make sure that you feel a little bit better. And how many spell slots does he have left? He has all of his second and one first. No, not Revivify. He's 4th level. He's 4th level. Oh no, he has 2 spell slots. He has 2 spell slots. He'll like burn through all that, and through like this influx of divine magic and healing over the course of this conversation, we will say that you will nix exhaustion level 3. So now you only have the 2 instead of all of them. But the captain will like
Above
truly
table, I
like
wanna
youth
apologize
count. Sorry?
That my above table, I want to apologize that my accent isn't.
Don't
Consistent.
worry about it. You're so
I
good.
have gone through so many different southern accents for Mick.
You are so valid and good.
Like
You're
this
doing
is an accent
great.
I've been working on for like 2 days.
I can't freaking do accents, so I just do silly voices.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nick,
I just listen. I don't expect anyone to be good at their voices, and I'm always happy when they do. I don't think my voices are good, and I've wanted to be a voice actor since I was in fucking middle school, since I knew voice acting was a
Damn.
job. So yeah, like if I were to pivot a little bit into my hashtag lore, the very first time I realized that you could voice act things was I saw like a dub of a monologue the Joker gives in The Killing Joke, animated in Lego. And so you just have this like person
Amazing.
practicing their using a recording of like someone who's voicing the Joker and trying to be as expressive as possible with Lego in this like project that they're working on. And that like got me to read that comic, The Killing Joke, and really want to practice it.
and so my own version of the Joker was my first major accomplishment.
Beautiful.
It's definitely Hamill inspired, but I don't think it's exactly Hamill.
I was just the gamer to Critical Role fan to forever DM pipeline.
Yeah. But as the captain like sits on his chair, youth pastor vibes right now, just sort of looking at you and say, all right. What's your tale? You look like shit. You look like you haven't eaten in days. You look like you've haven't slept.
I believe it's been about 5 days since I've
That'll do it.
good sleep.
Slink
What happened
just
to
like
you?
slowly slinks up and pushes a bowl of soup towards River. So quietly, trying not to interrupt.
Thank you, Slink. He'll grab it and bring it a little bit closer. I was a member of a... He looks around cautiously. I guess you could call it the pirate crew.
The captain looks completely unfazed. Everyone else does as well.
I didn't know if you were... I don't know that. I was on I was a member of a crew of a ship called the Silken Gallant. We're en route to our normal business doings in southeastern Ireland, or southeastern Asia. Getting all my stuff mixed up. And then we were ambushed by a ship out of nowhere. 1 second was either, I don't quite remember if it was either quiet or if there was a melody or what there was. But then all of a sudden we were boarded, and I don't know much from there. Ship came out of nowhere.
Everybody give me an insight check as he's describing this.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
I'm so excited for my whopping +0 insight.
Oh my god.
Yippee!
Oh my god. Everyone's rolling like ass.
Woo!
Yeah,
don't
baby!
know
That's what I wait
anything.
for. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about!
I mean, Izzy's probably thinking about her girlfriend more than this entire situation because she's probably just in the next room
She-
over or something.
Slink, did
She-
you roll?
She's so concerned that this bird is not eaten. And is very concerned because she knows what it's like to be hungry.
Yes, Nyan. And who else? Who else did Triana talk to about the captain's past? I know it was Nyan and one other person.
I mean, Mick and the captain are friends. Would he know?
Yeah. So it was Mick, Nyan, and was it someone else that I spoke to or no? Reen, did Triana speak to your character? No, they
About
spoke
the
to
captain-
Sophia. Okay.
Yeah, they spoke to Sophia.
And they're gone. Good. Love that. Okay.
Great. Do you want me to just roll one more die, or do you want me to roll again with advantage?
Just roll one more die.
Okay.
All right, better than
Still have +0.
an 8. I think anyone who rolled a 10 or higher, which is Mick and Zim, you would clock that the melody kind of gets them a little bit, and the idea of a ship that appears from nowhere catches him. And I think with the 14s in this, you're looking at the captain, but then you look at at Triana, who's sort of just staring. And the reason you have this slight edge over everyone else is that Triana looks scared about this. She looks a little bit uneasy as this Kenku is describing their tale. This ship appeared out of nowhere. You heard a melody.
Yes.
It
I
sounded
heard-
like revelry, laughter.
Maybe it's a bit fuzzy. I will say, again, above board, this was not planned. This was my character's backstory before I even got the idea of joining this campaign.
It just works out that way sometimes.
You'll think for a moment. The boat wasn't a modern one, was it?
No, I don't think it was.
Large sails. A strange mist
Right.
following it.
Yes, that sounds about right.
I'm just looking from the captain to River, confused, back to the captain, back to. Oh.
As he's gonna say one thing that's sort of most people, as he says this, Triana will sort of gasp a little bit, and as he says, did the ship touch the water?
it didn't sound like there was water hitting the ship. So probably not. All I heard was the melody.
Everybody give me a perception check if you would.
Fuck my ass.
Perception check, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Slink.
Slink,
Jesus.
we need somebody to roll well to explain what's actually happening.
No! No!
That-
Indy!
All right,
I
so that is
mean, Izzy's
Four.
more paying attention. Izzy's paying attention, trying to make sure this guy doesn't die, which I would like to cast Lay on Hands on him, by the way.
yeah.
Yippee.
Yeah, between you and the ship cleric, there's no danger
Which,
of
by the way,
death here.
I'm using the last of my Lay on Hands.
Don't bother, we're gonna
Night.
long rest after this encounter, social encounter anyway.
I will say, it is 2 minutes to midnight right now.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Honestly,
captain
uh,
will... I'm probably gonna wind things down and hopefully end things within the next 10, 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. He'll look on and say, I've seen enough. I've heard enough. Do you need a crew?
I would like to sail again.
You can sail with us.
Thank you. It's an honor.
He doesn't
I wouldn't
say
get too excited.
He doesn't say anything now. And as he does, he'll say, he says this, he'll say, I'm going upstairs. Rest. Regain your strength. We leave in 2 days. And he'll head out on his own for now. But as he does, Mick, you will hear the sounds, like you will hear anger. You will see like a vein bulge a little bit on his forehead. You'll see that he is very quietly, just by like rolling a 10 or higher, just very quietly raging. As he leaves. And Slink, as you look at the captain, you will see very, very faintly the look of a small mote of a very familiar, like green, sickly green energy that one might associate with necromancy and ghosts.
Oh.
Flash along his eyes. And I think that's what we're going to call it here for tonight.
Yippee!
As everybody goes to bed.
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's make a note of the questions Zim wanted to ask the Mephit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Zemnis. I would have absolutely done this, but I needed to. I needed to
Yeah.
call
We
it
have to
because
cut
it
that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's after midnight.
If
Yeah.
this was if we'd started like a little bit earlier, like we wanted to, I probably would have been fine. But you know, shit happened. No one's mad at you. You're okay.
It's fine, Jess. It's fine, Jess.
We still ran for the. My games usually run 2 to 4 hours. We're 3.5. we were pushing it. We were probably going to end up pushing it anyway. So,
I usually assume that bitches are going to be a little late.
Yeah.
So we're going
Hey.
to call it here. I'm going to quickly raid out. But if you've got to head out, go head out. Go get some rest.
Mhm.
Love you. Appreciate you. It was an absolute delight. And
Yippee.
hopefully one day I'll be able to afford the fucking book that actually has all the... Martian, remind
worry,
me
I
to
got you.
discuss the new 5e. We need to review the 5e, the new book, but see what...
Oh,
else
yeah.
it's like.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Some other
before I
time, not
forget-
now. All right.
Before I forget, I'm excited for next session for Izzy's and Thea's little rendezvous.
Got it. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh wait, no, that wasn't a bye. That was I just pushed the button that says I was gonna raid someone. Fuck. It's not time to bye-bye at all. It might be time to bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Boop.